All right, Gavin, how you doing, man?
Joe, I'm very good. Yourself?
Good. I'm hoping this is working. We should be on Facebook Live right now. And guys, I'm Joe McCall, the creator of the Real Estate Investing Mastery podcast and wholesaling lease options. And this is my good friend and coaching business partner, Gavin Timms. What's up, Gavin?
Guys. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome
Looks
to
like you
Facebook
were,
Live.
yeah, man, this is cool. Hopefully it's working.
Yeah,
Now, it looks like you are in a camper.
I am. I'm in a camper in Michigan on a lake.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, been traveling for about 4 weeks now. So across the United States, and yeah, the business still runs, and we don't miss a beat, which is great.
Awesome. We just got back from a camping trip in Wisconsin ourselves. We had a motorhome, had a blast. Okay, so listen, guys, I want to talk about something. Let's get right to the point, Gavin.
Yeah,
What is the number one reason why people fail in this business, in real estate investing?
because
Yep.
nobody's gone.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say because no one's holding them accountable.
Yes, they're not taking action. They're not taking action, and nobody's holding them accountable to taking action. You know, I just did a podcast earlier today about this, Gavin. There's a direct link between the speed of making money and the speed of implementation. Okay,
Absolutely.
your success in real estate investing business is directly proportional to the number of offers that you make. Right. So knowledge is not power, is it? Knowledge is not power. If it was, librarians and professors would rule the world. But as it is,
Absolutely.
like 90% of all professors, except my engineering professors when I was going to Iowa State, like there are, and librarians are some of the lowest paid professions in the world, right? So knowledge is not power, Gavin, action is. And so we have found, guys, in our coaching that the people who have the most success, the ones that we are able to help the most, are the ones who can take massive action. And they're not afraid to make mistakes. They don't got it all figured out yet, right? They don't have all their I's dotted and all their T's crossed. They don't have all their questions answered. But one thing that they do is they take massive action, and they're accountable to somebody. And so we could give all of the education in the world. We could teach you how to wholesale, how to do lease options, how to set up the automation and the systems till you're blue in the face. But guess what? It doesn't matter a hill of beans unless you are taking massive, massive action. And I would add massive imperfect action, right? Because you're not going to be perfect. You're not going to get it all right. You want to add something to that, Gavin?
No, absolutely. Because if you're trying to make it perfect, you're not taking action because you haven't got time to make it perfect. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you look at anyone across this industry, everyone's doing the same thing. If you're not making offers and talking to sellers and doing deals, you're making no money. So it doesn't matter if you're buying another course, if you're setting up another system, it means nothing unless you're taking action.
Yeah. You can have all the knowledge in the world. You could know how to wholesale deals. You can know how to do lease options. You can know how the contracts work. You can know how the double closings work, and you can know all of the negotiating sales tactics and tricks and techniques. And those are important. They're really, really important. But you won't have any success until you actually start taking action. And the best thing a coach can do is hold you accountable to that action, give you a plan, give you a roadmap, and say, all right, now do this. Don't worry about steps 7 and 8. I get so passionate about this because this is so important. Stop worrying about steps 7 and 8. Start focusing on steps 1 and 2. And guess what, guys? Steps 1 and 2 is really, really simple. Marketing, talking to sellers, and making offers. That's it. And follow-up is included in that, right? So let me tell you about why this is so important. I'll tell you a story of me first here. I first signed up for coaching in 2006. I spent $13,000 on this coaching program, and it all went on my credit card. That we didn't have the money, right? But I convinced my wife to say yeah, because this was the ticket to freedom, baby. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to do real estate, and we're going to live the life of luxury, you know. And so we put it all on credit card, went through this coaching program, and there was nothing wrong with the coaching program. It was me, right? but I didn't make any money back. In fact, it took me 3 years to make my money back. 3 years. I didn't quit my job until 2009. So, you know what the problem was? I wasn't taking any action, right? And the coaches that were there trying to help me, they would tell me what to do. I was in a small little group of like 12 or 13 people. And every single week when we had our call, because nobody was like, I didn't do anything, right? So I don't know why I had excuse after excuse after excuse. I had to have tons. I was the one who asked the most questions, right? I was the one who studied the materials the best. You think I would have been the one to do the first deal? No, it wasn't. And so it was so frustrating to me. And I was mad at myself and my coaches that were mad at me, I'm sure, but they're super nice. But it's like, they didn't hold me accountable. They didn't say, Joe, you said you were going to make 5 offers last week and you didn't make any. You know, what is wrong? Is it mental? Is it, you don't understand? Are you afraid? Or what is it, right? They never got in my face and said, you said you would make 5 offers. Because listen, guys, that's all that really matters, right? Gavin, you had a story you were going to tell real quick.
Yeah, just real quick. I mean, I come from a golfing background. I was PGA golf professional from a coaching background, so I know the importance of accountability. Okay, from being in the game, in terms of the practice, being held accountable to get better. But even when I came over to real estate, I was still worried about filling out the contracts correctly. I've never done a contract. I'm a golf pro. Like, I don't know the laws and everything. So it was a big thing that held me up. And after 3 months of knowing what to do and not doing anything because I was scared to send out an offer because if it got signed and it was wrong, and then it got put to me that, look, if you don't do this and you don't focus on steps 1 and 2 and stop worrying, we're going to be having this conversation next week and next month and next year and 5 years. So all I want you to do is talk to sellers and make offers. And if you get something under contract, I will help you. And I said, you know what? I've listened to tons of people say the same thing. So why am I trying to do something different? And that's what I did. So what I did, I touched base with a coach every week, 15 minutes, ran my numbers in, and it made me do it because I didn't want to be the guy that's not done anything. I don't want to be the guy. So even the night before, if I've had a busy week at work, it was almost like I need to get my numbers. I've got to call people just to show numbers tomorrow. I'm not going to go and lie about it because that's not going to get me anywhere. And that was the success of, getting deal after deal, not relying on one deal. One deal's not enough. You need 4 or 5 deals. So if one falls out, it's not a problem. We've got 4 more to go at. And that's the thing. That's why keeping it consistent, and you need to be doing multiple offers, not relying on one thing.
Yeah. This is so important. And I'm watching our Facebook Live. We actually are having people on here giving comments. So listen, if you have questions about this, please leave your comments down below. So every student that we've had that has had success in this business, there's really only one reason why. It's not because we're so smart. It's not because we teach them really awesome stuff, right? Because, we do teach awesome stuff. But it's because they took action. They made offers. We tell our students, you got to talk to 5 sellers a day. 5 sellers a day. Some people, they freak out when they hear that. They think, I can't do that. Okay, then forget it. This isn't for you. Right? Do you want to be in this business or not? You want to continue working at your job? Do you want to continue struggling and working 60, 70 hours a week? Or do you want the freedom that real estate wholesaling can give you? Right? So David Dodge is one of my most successful students that I've ever had. And I did this same deal of coaching accountability program that I'm going to be talking about here in a minute with him 2 years ago. Just texted him. I should have pulled it up before this video. I left my phone in the other room. He just did, in June, they did 17 deals, which was last month. And they did over $100,000 on average a month. That's their gross profits. Now, he splits that. He has expenses and things like that. But you know what? When he started, he spent like $10,000, $15,000 on a huge coaching program. And in fact, if you go to reidealcoaching.com, you'll see the video I did of him and the whole interview. And was really struggling. And you know what? I had this same promotion that I'm talking about now. I said, listen, we're going to take a small group of people, 12 of you, set them aside. We're going to set you aside for 6 weeks, and we're going to hold you accountable. We're going to hold your feet to the fire to just 2 numbers. Number of sellers that you talked to a day and how many offers did you make, okay? Doesn't matter like what kind of marketing you're doing necessarily. It doesn't matter what kind of offers you're making. You're talking to sellers and you're making offers. And here's the cool thing. We know from guys like David that will take this seriously and take massive imperfect action, and we can guarantee their success. In fact, we guarantee as part of this program that you will get a deal under contract within your first 6 weeks. And if you don't, we will refund your money. Now, obviously, the caveat is you need to come up with a marketing plan that we hold you accountable to. You need to report on your numbers. You need to be on the calls every week, and we will partner with you on the deal. And if you do that and you still don't get a deal under contract, we will refund your money. That's how much we believe in this. So I'm going to jump right in because we want to keep this as short as possible. Normally, our coaching program is really expensive, but because this is a shorter 6-week program, we're only taking 12 people, and you are required to split your first deal with us. We're dramatically cutting the cost of the coaching. So you should see on your screen right now what we're calling the Deal Accountability Coaching. And the website is reidealcoaching.com. It starts this week or next week. I'm not sure yet, but it starts real soon. We're only taking 12 people, then we're closing it. If you want more information of what we're talking about here right now, if you want to jump ahead of the line, go to reidealcoaching.com. Yeah, good. I see it up there. Every time that we've offered this, we've filled it up and closed the doors. So this is how it works. All right, Gavin, please interrupt me anytime. Gavin's going to be helping me with this program as we do it. And one of the cool things that Gavin brings to the table is he's really good at sales. He's really good at mindset, and he's done a lot of deals. We both have done deals while living in our camper RV, traveling around the country. And he's also from England. That's what we met in Spain. All right. So anyway, this is how it works. reidealcoaching.com. It's a 6-week accountability program. We're going to meet once a week on the phone. You get direct access to me and Gavin during that 6 weeks to ask us questions on Voxer. And you'll need to report on your numbers. We're going to hold you accountable. You got to report on your numbers every day. And then right before our scheduled call, we're going to give you a Podio workspace where you can report on your numbers and tell us what's going on with your progress. So we're going to provide support and a system to keep you on target. Because we're discounting this so much, you have to split your first deal with us 50-50. You need to have at least $1,000 a month to spend on marketing and about 2 to 4 hours a day to spend on the program. That $1,000 a month doesn't go to us. It goes to your marketing. Okay, now it can be direct mail. It could be Google pay-per-click or whatever, but it's got to be something. At the end of the 6 weeks, we're going to have a small exclusive mastermind with the 12 of us in St. Louis or in Phoenix. And in this mastermind, we're going to help you focus on your business. We're not going to be teaching anything really necessarily. It's just going to be a mastermind. Everybody's going to share what's working, what's not working, and we're going to help you take you to the next level. Now, it does become a lot of teaching in these masterminds because we teach you what's working based on what we're hearing from all of you. So this is a schedule. The first week one starts July 20th. We might bump that one week. We don't know yet. We're going to teach you real quick how to create a marketing plan and a scorecard, how to make fast offers and follow up. Because if you got to talk to 5 sellers and you got to make 3 to 5 offers a day, you need to learn how to make offers really, really quickly and how to talk to sellers really quickly. And so we're going to be teaching that. And so we're going to be answering all your questions and get ready for the weeks ahead. Now, weeks 2 through 6, and we might even actually do 7 and 8 or 8 weeks, but we're going to have live weekly accountability calls where you got to report on your numbers every day. And we're going to be focusing on your scorecards. All right, how many letters did you send? How many offers did you make? How many sellers did you talk to? And on these calls, we're not going to be teaching things. We're actually going to be talking about real deals. So if somebody says, you know what, I talked to a seller, I made an offer. Can you tell me what I did wrong? Or what could I do better next time? So it's not going to be education. It's going to be action focused. Okay. Now, who is this for? You've got to you either have to done a deal before or you have to know how to do deals. So we're not going to, this is an application process. If you don't even know what wholesaling is, we probably can't help you because we're not going to be teaching you that stuff. So this isn't like a normal coaching program where we're going to educate you. We're going to be holding you accountable. You've got to be willing to agree to be on the calls every week for the 6 weeks. You need to be able to make decisions. You've got to be motivated in your business to take action, to take it to the next level. You need to be able and willing to commit to talk to 5 sellers a day and make at least 3 offers a day. And like we said before, you've got to make it. You got to have a budget of at least $1,000 a month to spend on marketing. We might take you if you only got like 500, but you've got to have a budget for marketing. So who is this not for, right? It's not for you if you don't understand wholesaling or the basics of wholesaling or lease options, it's probably not for you. We're not going to teach you how to do a deal. If you are happy working 60, 80 hours a week, but you can't make the time, all right, this isn't for you. You got to be the type of person who takes massive action. If you like to make excuses, if you're a yeah butter or a what ifer, then this isn't for you, right? This is for people who don't ask what if, they ask what next, okay? And you've got to have money to invest in your business. Now, we have an awesome, before we get to the price, we have a crazy 100% money back guarantee. If you attend the calls, if you report in your numbers, if you talk to at least 5 sellers a day for those 6 weeks, you make at least 3 offers a day. And if you don't do a deal or get a deal under contract within the 6 weeks, we will give you your money back. So the cost, it's only $2,500. We're taking one small group of 12 people for 6 weeks. We're going to be on the phone with you every week. We're going to have a mastermind in St. Louis. At the end of that, we'll schedule the date that works for everybody. So warning, time is a factor. This opportunity is extremely limited. We're only taking 12 people. It starts this week. And you need to be able to make a decision on the call. So it's an application. You fill out, you go to the page, you're going to fill out a Podio form. We're going to tell us a little bit about yourself. But you have to make a decision on the call as we speak in order for us to take your application, because we're not going to hold any spots open for people, right? So we're looking forward to talking to you. If you want more information, go to reidealcoaching.com and we can get on the phone. Gavin, I've been talking a lot. Do you want to add anything to this?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you put that application in, if you decide that this is something for you, I will personally call you within the couple of hours of you putting that application in, or obviously within 24 hours if it's late in the evening. And like I said, we do a money back guarantee because we know and we can guarantee success, but it has to be done. And people miss the part of the actual doing process. And that's what this does. This is no excuses, because you can't have, something came up and I've not been able to do it, and we're 3 weeks in and we've not spoke to anyone. It isn't going to work. We've got to come out the blocks. This is 6 weeks. If you were going to a 9 till 5 job, then you would actually be, your boss would be holding you accountable, right? I should get fired. But why not do that in your own business? So that's what we're here to do, is to hold you accountable to get the best results possible.
Here's the thing. A normal group coaching is $5,000. The one-on-one coaching that I do is $35,000. Now, obviously, there's a lot more involved in that. In that higher level, it's a longer-term commitment that we have to folks. We offer done-for-you marketing and services and all like that. So the reason why we're discounting this so low is because we're hoping to partner with people on some deals, right? So we're looking for folks that we can partner with and do deals with, right? So it's a no-brainer in my opinion. That's why we're limiting it to 12 people, because we're going to fill this up. If you're interested, please go to reidealcoaching.com. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments down below. Gavin or I will reach out to you and respond to you. And I'm looking forward to this, man. Let's get out there and make it happen. What are you waiting for? You don't need any more education. You don't, man. There's so much stuff out there on podcasts and YouTube, all kinds of videos out there that teach you how to do this stuff. We're saying, that's good, that there's a place for that, but it's time to take action. We're halfway through the year. A lot of you watching this have not even done a deal yet this year. That was your goal. You just need a massive kick in the pants, right? And I think that's going to be the thing that gets you there. Stop saying, yeah, but. Stop saying, what if. This is about taking massive, imperfect action. It's the ready, fire, aim approach. If you're just ready, aim, well, let me buy another course. Let me take another magic pill here. Let me see if there's another magic push button that can help me make money and have money fall from the sky. You're not going to make money that way. You're going to start making money when you start talking to sellers. We're not in the real estate business. We are in the marketing business. That's all that matters. Sending out the marketing, talking to sellers, and making offers. And so the cool thing is, Gavin, when people start focusing in on that, right, the rest falls into place. Now, you may not have done a deal before, and that's okay, because if you just focus on those first 2 or 3 things, you can partner with us on the deal, right? So we'll hold your hand through the rest of the process. We'll explain the contracts to you. We'll explain how to sell the deal, how to find the buyers, and we'll partner with you on it. We may already have buyers for it. If you need money, we'll lend you the money. We'll lend you money ourselves on the deal, or we have people that we know that we partner with that can lend money on the deal. If you need a title company, if you need an attorney, if you need the contracts, all of that stuff is important, but don't worry about it right now. If we're going to partner with you on the deal, we'll take care of that and do it with you. We're not going to do it for you. We'll do it with you, and that's the best way to learn.
Absolutely. And it's true, because if you've got no deal, the contracts doesn't matter anyway. So, you can't, if you've got no deal to put under contract, then why worry about the contract? That's why it's got to be done in order, steps 1 and 2, and then we can go on to do the rest. And it will be a game changer. And it's interesting when we do this, Joe, is because when we've done it in the past, people have the doubts, and then when they do it and they come back and go, I'm so glad we did it. And it's like, well, yeah.
This is, again, I started this video with this same exact thing, that our most successful students that we've had, and I know a lot of coaches that have the same story. They're the students that take massive action. You don't want to be like me, who spends $13,000 on a credit card to get into a program that had good education, good material, but I wasn't taking any action. There wasn't enough accountability. They were teaching me all of this awesome stuff that I'm grateful for that. But they weren't like, you know what an eagle does when they build a nest for their little babies? And I don't know if all birds do this, but I've heard that eagles do this. They build them with thorns. There's little thorns that are inside the nest. Why do they do that? Because as that baby gets bigger, most babies, it's just human nature or bird nature, whatever, to get comfortable, fat. We just want to stay, and it's cozy and comfortable in here. But you know what? The bigger that little eagle gets, the more that they start rubbing against those thorns that are poking at them, right? And it gets uncomfortable. You can't stay in your nest forever, right? So it's time to stop learning. It's time to start taking action. The speed to income is directly proportional to the speed of implementation. And if you're ready to start implementing this stuff, you may be scared. You may be nervous. You may be like, oh man, I don't know. What if I make a mistake? That's okay. Because if you're going to partner with us, we're going to be forcing you to focus on what's most important. And then we'll hold your hand as you go through the rest of that stuff. If you get an offer accepted, that's awesome. That's great. You may not have made a good offer, but that's okay. You can fix it, right? You can renegotiate if you have to, or cancel it. But we're going to help you with that. And again, if you do what we tell you to do, and if you report on your numbers and you can meet your targets, and it's not like you're talking to 50 sellers a day and making 100 offers a week. It's not that bad. It's just 5 sellers a day, 3 offers a day, right? And if you do that and you report on your numbers and you're on the calls, and if you still can't get a deal under contract by the end of that 6 weeks, then we will refund your money, because obviously it doesn't work. If that's the case, then it doesn't work. We're just a bunch of idiots. This is my philosophy. If I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours. And that's how when we're looking at a coaching program and how can we do this where our students have the most success, they have the most success. We design it to where, like, if we were not to get paid until our students had the success, what would be the thing that we would do? Like, how could we design a coaching program where we're not going to, like, if this were the case, I hope I'm making sense here. My thinking is, like, if we were to design a coaching program where we didn't get paid until our students have success, what would we do? Well, obviously we can't do everything for you, but this is what we would do. We would say, all right, you need a marketing plan. Okay, you need to focus on marketing. What are you going to do every day, every week? What kind of marketing is going to go out the door? What are you going to say to sellers when they call? You're going to talk to them, right? You'll just ask them these 4 basic questions, right? And then you're going to make an offer. You're going to make an offer to every single seller. And don't worry about comps. Don't worry about repair estimates yet. We'll show you fast, simple, easy ways you can come up with comps in less than a minute. You can come up with an estimated repairs in less than a minute. You can come up with a cash offer, a lease option offer, a seller financing offer in less than a minute. And you just put it together and send it to them. That's it. So, all right, I think I've beat this horse pretty much dead. This is for you guys. If you're tired of buying courses, if you're tired of spending more money on education than you're making, then you need to sign up for this, okay? We're guaranteeing that you're going to do a deal. If not, we'll give you your money back. I hope that doesn't sound too hypey. It probably does, but I don't care. That's how we're doing this here.
Yeah. It's the only way to put it, you know. I mean, you've got nothing to lose. I mean, you've just got to. At the end of the day, it's 2,500. Like you said, I did 7,500 in when I started. I borrowed money from someone in England, and everyone thought I was crazy. A golf pro doing real estate. It doesn't make any sense, you know. On paper, it doesn't make any sense, but it's self-belief and making it happen, you know. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to prove the data's wrong. There's people in the family that's going to say you're crazy. It's going to happen. But if you want to be out the 9 till 5, traveling, seeing the kids, whatever, you've got to do it. You've just got to make it happen because no one's going to do it for you.
Yep. All right, guys. That's it. We're going to sign off here. Go to reidealcoaching.com, reidealcoaching.com. Next time I might change it to reidealaccountability.com or something like that. But because it's not just coaching, it's accountability. And so anyways, guys, thanks a lot. Thank you, Gavin. We'll see you all later.
Thanks, guys. Speak to you soon.
Bye-bye.